Hello ma'am, today I am presentation on carbohydrates. My name is Anurag Jain and my roll number is 52 and I am a student of B.Tech CSE Group 7-2. So my topic is carbohydrates. First we discussed about what is carbohydrates. So carbohydrates are macronutrients that are one of the three main ways by which our body obtains its energy. They are called they are called carbohydrates as they comprises carbon, hydrogen and oxygen at their chemical level. And carbohydrates are essential nutrients which include sugar, fibers and starch. They are found in grains, vegetables, fruit, milk and other dairy products. They are basic food groups which play an important role in a healthy life. The food containing carbohydrates are converted into glucose or blood sugar during the process of digestion by the digestive systems. The extra amount of energy or sugar it is stored in our muscles and liver for further requirement. The term carbohydrate is derived from a French term hydrate de carbone, meaning hydrate of carbon. Now we come to the classification of carbohydrates. So the carbohydrates are basically classified into two parts. First is simple carbohydrate and second is complex, which is mainly based on their chemical structure and degree of polymerization. Polymerase. So first we discussed about what are simple carbohydrates. Simple carbohydrates have one or two sugar molecules. In simple carbohydrates, molecules are digested and converted quickly, resulting in a rise in blood sugar level. They are found in milk products, beer, fruits, refined sugars, candies, etc. These carbohydrates are called empty calories as they do not possess fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Plants being produces synthesize glucose using raw materials like carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight. This process of photosynthesis converts solar energy to chemical energy. So there are three types of simple carbohydrates. Uh, First is monosaccharides, then second one is disaccharides, and third one is oligosaccharides. First we discussed about what is monosaccharides. So monosaccharides may be further classified depending on the number of carbon atoms like trioses. In trioses, 3 carbon atoms per molecule are present, and tetroses, these monosaccharides have 4 carbon atoms per molecule, and likely pentoses, hexoses, and heptoses. This is a structure of galactose and glucose. We know the formula of glucose C6H12O6. Glucose is an example of carbohydrate monomer or monosaccharides, and there are some more examples of monosaccharides, which is mannose, galactose, fructose, etc. Now we come to the disaccharides. When two monosaccharides combine to form a disaccharides. When two monosaccharides are combined, then a disaccharides is born. Examples of carbohydrates having two monomers include sucrose, lactose, and maltose, etc. This is the basic structure of lactose and sucrose. Next, we move on oligosaccharides. In oligosaccharides, carbohydrates formed by the condensation of 2 or 9, it varies, minimum 2 and maximum 9 monomers are called oligosaccharides. By this convention, trioses, pentoses, hexoses are all oligosaccharides. Now we come to the complex complex carbohydrates. It is also known as polysaccharides. Complex carbohydrates have two or more sugar molecules, and they are referred to as starchy foods. In complex carbohydrates, molecules are digested and converted slowly compared to simple carbohydrates. They are uh, found in lentils, beans, peanuts, potatoes, peas, corn, etc. Polysaccharides are complex carbohydrates formerly formed by the polymerization of a large number of monomers. Examples of polysaccharides include starch, glycogen, cellulose, etc., which exhibit extensive branching and are homopolymers made up of only glucose units. This is starch, glycogen, cellulose. So now we discussed about what is starch. So starch is composed of two components, amylose and amylopectin. Amylose forms the linear chain, and amylopectin is a much branched of chain. And glycogen is called animal starch. It has structure similar to starch but has more extensive branching. Third one is cellulose. Cellulose is a structural carbohydrate and is the main structural component of the plant as well. Now we come to the functions of carbohydrates. The main function of carbohydrates is to provide energy and food to the body and to the nervous system. This is the main function of carbohydrate. The second function of carbohydrate, known as one of the basic component of food, including sugar, starch, and fiber, which are found in grains, fruits, and milk products. And carbohydrates are also known as starch, simple sugar, complex carbohydrates, and so on. Now we come to the source of carbohydrates. Simple sugars are found in the form of function in many fruits. Lactose is present in all dairy products. Lactose is found in milk and other dairy products. Maltose is present in beer, potatoes, and processed cheese, pasta, etc. Sucrose is naturally obtained from sugar and honey, containing small amounts of vitamins and minerals. Now we discuss about some carbohydrate foods. When we eat too much sugar, then abnormal increases in calories, which finally leads to obesity, and in turn low calories leads to malnutrition. This is the good carbohydrates and this is the bad carbohydrates. Now we will discuss about examples of carbohydrates. This is the examples of carbohydrates like glucose हो गया, galactose हो गया, maltose हो गया, fructose हो गया, sucrose हो गया, and so many on. Thank you, ma'am. This is the end of my presentation.